As few players in the league can.
Chauncey's career is a lot like mine. I think I might have been a couple more places than him, but he's still, you know, he's been through a lot. A lot of people told him he couldn't do certain things. Joe believed in him. You know, I got on him a lot. I challenged him a lot, and I hope that, you know, he would feel that this is the reward of all of that. I certainly feel that way.
Chauncey is a class act in the NBA, and I think he represents what today's NBA should be. We have a very good relationship. Chauncey's a person I've always really respected. He's a big game player, a guy that can make big shots. And Chauncey told me about the team, about the organization. You know, he had assured me that I was going to love it here, that the players were committed to winning, the staff from top to bottom all had the same goal, and I think that's important. You know, as a group, an organization, you have to have a passion for winning, and you have to have belief in what you're going to do, and everyone has to be on board, and that's what this team has had.
Some tough paths like I did in trade. Giving up on or injuries, and we all kind of got that in common. We didn't take it for granted, you know. We felt like maybe we don't get this opportunity again. Just you know, that pulled us closer together. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place yours. Never stop dreaming, man. God is good. God is very good. He put me here for a reason, and that's the reason.
Detroit Pistons, Mr. George Blaha.
Go, George! Good evening to our loyal Piston fans here at the Palace and Piston fans everywhere. It's exciting for me, believe me, to be part of a ceremony honoring one of the greatest clutch players to ever wear a Piston uniform. The incredibly talented, immensely popular Chauncey Billups. Chauncey's a five-time All-Star, two-time member of the All-Defensive Team. But what I don't want you to ever, ever, ever forget, he was the MVP in the 2004 NBA Finals when the Pistons brought down the Lakers in what will forever be called around here that 5-game sweep. And you talk about big shots, we all remember the game changers and the game winners. And who could ever forget that half-court playoff bomb against the Nets? He was officially crowned then with his forever nickname, Mr. Big Shot. You know, no matter what his team needed, whether it was a big stop, a big pass, or a big shot, Chauncey delivered. And Chauncey has earned this honor tonight. Couldn't happen to a more deserving guy. Congratulations, Chauncey, to you and your family. As we prepare to send number one up to the rafters with the numbers of the other all-time Piston greats, let's meet our honored guest for this momentous occasion. First, Chauncey's family. His wife, Piper, daughters, Sydney, Sierra, and Sanaya. Here for the Billups family. Now Chauncey's Piston family. Piston owner Tom Goris. And representing former Piston owner William Davidson, his son Ethan Davidson. Our Vice Chairman, Arm Kellum, and our President and CEO, Dennis Mannion. Also, longtime athletic trainer, Mike Abdenauer, longtime team physician, Dr. Ben Palucci, and former basketball executive, Scott Perry and George David. Our Piston legends here tonight. The Twirl, Earl Curitan. Special K, Gregory Kelser. Bad Boy, Rick Mahorn. The Mighty Microwave, Jimmy Johnson. One of the game's all-time greats, Dave Bing. And one of the very best players. The one and only, Isaiah Thomas. Welcome home, baby. Chauncey's teammates are here. Mehmet Okur. Lindsey Hunter. The Palace Prince, Kayshawn Prince. All-Star backcourt mate, Rip Hamilton. And versatile big man who could score both inside and out. Antonio McDonough. And Wallace times two. One of the all-time best at moving without the ball. In fact, he was always on the move. The king of the mid-range game and the Pistons' all-time leading postseason scorer, Rip Hamilton.
Yes, sir. Chauncey, they're only going to give me a minute to speak, but I can talk all day about you. You're like a brother to me. You're like a brother to the guys. We appreciate you. We love you. You had the hardest job on the court. You had to manage us 5 guys on the floor. You had to make sure Ben Wallace got the ball the first 2 plays of every game because we had to make him feel like he was a scorer. So you had to manage that. But also, I mean, every time I came off the screen, every time I was running around like a wild animal, you would put that ball right in a position for me to score. And you made my job easier. I don't know where my career would have been without you, but I can remember us laying right at the center court before every game, and we would get stretched by Arnie. And we would always look up and we would say, our goal is to do what Isaiah and Joe and them did, and that's bring a championship here to Detroit. So, every time we threw that jersey on, the one thing that me used to always say, we gotta make Joe and Isaiah proud of us. Because they were the backcourt before us, and we're the backcourt now trying to bring a championship here to Detroit. But my finest memories of you is, man, you could have came out each and every night and averaged over 20 points a game. But what you did, you sacrificed your own game to make sure that all of us was involved in the game. But when we needed you most, in that Los Angeles Lakers, in that series right there, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I mean, you came out and you took total control when you had one of the best defenders, Gary Payton, guarding you play after play down the court. And you came up to me and says, hey, Rip, he can't hold me. I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do and bring this championship home. So, I read a quote on Instagram, because everybody's on Instagram these days. And the quote said, Chauncey, your front windshield is bigger than your rear view mirrors. What you did in the past, which was great, what's ahead of you is going to be a lot better than what you proved and you did on the basketball court. And I don't know what it is. It might be a GM, a president of a team, ownership of something, but my kids asked me the other day, they said, Dad, what's the definition of a role model? I pulled your picture up and showed them you. You are a role model. You're a role model to my boys, you're a role model to us. I love you and congratulations.
Thank you, Rip. Great stuff. One world champion guard about another. Next, a magical moment, really, in Pistons history, as we bring up 2 of the game's all-time greatest names, who preceded Chauncey as masterful Motor City floor generals. Their numbers are up in the rafters. Number 21, Dave Bing, and number 11, Isaiah Thomas.
Chauncey, unfortunately, I never had a chance to play with you. I'm glad I never had to play against you. I don't think the Pistons knew what they were getting when they got you. I think they knew they were getting a great player, but I don't think they knew that they would get the leader to take that team from where they were to where they got. You know, for those of us who've had a chance to play this game and play in a leading position, it's about building trust. And with all the great players that you played with, it would have been easy for you to do what you wanted to do with your ability. But you let them know that they could trust you, how hard you work, the discipline that you had, the leadership that you exhibited. We, in this organization and in this city, are so blessed to have someone like you with your character, with your ability, with your leadership skills. I don't know what you're going to do next, but I know you're going to be successful. Thank you so much.
Mr. Big Shot. Nights like this is what we all dreamed of. When I first got drafted by the Detroit Pistons, we had no tradition. We had no championships. And we would go to other arenas, LA and Boston, and we would see the banners. We would lay in the middle of the floor at the Silverdome and say, one day, we gonna have that. And we gonna have retired numbers. And we gonna have jerseys. And we gonna have that one thing that they talk about in the NBA called tradition. And I'd like to say to all the fans and everybody that's here tonight, you are looking at tradition. This is what tradition looks like. This is what it feels like. Numbers, banners, generation, 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 next generation. What you guys did for all of us. And we won championships, but they say the second time around, that's the hardest. What your team did in terms of going to the Eastern Conference Finals year after year, winning championships, getting jerseys retired. You made it possible for the Detroit Pistons organization forever to have that word called tradition. So thank you, Chauncey Billups. Thank you, champion. Got a backcourt here. Dave and I, Benny, Joe. Y'all was the backcourt now. All right. So, thank you for everything. Chauncey, I love you and your family. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Awesome to have number 21 and number 11 at midcourt at the same time. Now let's hear from the man of the hour. To introduce Chauncey, Tom Goran.
Okay, we're gonna make this quick. We're gonna make it strong. We're gonna make it the way it is, the way Chauncey used to go to the basket. His leadership was incredible. Piper, Chauncey family, thank you so much for being leaders in our community. Isaiah, you said it. They showed us how to be champions again. You know, Chauncey, really, really appreciate it. I read the letter you wrote to yourself earlier as a young man. I don't know if you guys saw that. If you didn't see it, you should read it, because he talked about himself and what it took and the dignity it took to work hard in leadership. Chauncey, thank you for providing that. Thank you, Davidson family, for believing in Chauncey. Yes, sir. I was supposed to introduce Chauncey tonight, but as a man known as Mr. Big Shot, I'm not sure that he needs an introduction. Chauncey, I am honored. All these fans have been inspired by you. Thank you for moving the community You moved the community, you moved kids. You have a family you sacrificed. But you made it happen for this city. And I really, really appreciate it. And with no further ado, to such a respected man in this city, our Mr. Big Shot.
First of all, I want to thank God for blessing me with talents and gifts that He blessed me with.
Amen. Gotta do it.
I want to thank my parents for just setting that foundation, for all the sacrifices that they made for myself and my siblings, and just for showing me what hard work looks like, feels like, and being my role models. I want to thank my wife for supporting me every single day in my entire career and for making a tremendous sacrifice. And also for making a tremendous sacrifice of putting your dreams, hopes aside to invest in mine. Thank you. My kids, Sydney, Sierra, Sanaya, so proud of you guys. So proud of you guys. Thank you for being my motivation. Every single night, I come out here and try to be great. You guys motivate me. And also thank you for forgiving me for missing so much due to being a professional athlete. Demands my time. It gets tough, so thanks for always forgiving me. I'm so proud of you guys. I know I love y'all. I also have a lot of other family in the building, my brother, my sister, got a lot of cousins here. Some of my mentors are here, all of which contributed to my success as a man and as a player. Thank you guys for being here as well. To my teammates, ever since I started playing basketball, back in my neighborhood in Park Hill, to my years at George Washington High School, to my years at the University of Colorado, and even my couple stops before I came here, all I ever wanted to be was a champion. That's it. That's all I ever wanted to be. Not an MVP, not an all-star, I wanted to be a champion. You guys made me a champion. Tonight, the night that you guys made me a champion, everything became worth it. Early morning workouts, late night workouts, being injured, rehabbing, coming back, being traded around, everything was worth it. The night y'all made me a champion. It was an honor and a pleasure to take this floor with y'all every single night. I love y'all, y'all know that. We're gonna be brothers forever. Thank you. This organization believed in me and took me in at a time when it wasn't very popular. My career was hanging in the balance at the time. This organization believed in me. God bless his soul, Mr. Davidson was a great owner, believed in me.
Yeah.
Mr. Davidson, Ethan, the rest of the family, thank you. Thank you very much. For the new owner, Mr. Gores, Platinum Equity, thank you for committing to this community, to this organization, to these guys. Mr. Davidson was a great owner, so you got some heavy footsteps to follow. I know you're ready. I know you're ready. I love your passion. I love your desire to win. That's what it takes. You're giving these guys everything that they need to be Isaiah, Dave King, the legends. These guys, don't do that. Joe Dumars had a great vision when he put his team together. He had the blueprint, so he made us. Joe had a great vision. I appreciate what he did for all of us, bringing us together. And last but certainly not least, of course, you guys, the fans. I'll tell you a true story. It's before Game 5 in 2004, and we're looking to close the Lakers out. We had one motivation. We had one motivation for the game. Game 5 was here. We wanted to win it here at home. Why? Because there was no better way to say thank you to you guys. Coming out every single night with Ben Wallace afros on, or Rip's mask, buying Dice's jersey, buying Shee's jersey, Tay's jersey. There was no better way to say thank you but to try to win it. Because truth is, we felt like we can win anywhere. LA or here, but we wanted to do it here for you guys. And we love y'all. So many times, some of you guys walk up to myself, my teammates, talk about how we inspire you guys. But there's a reason why we played the way that we played. With that hard-working, blue-collar mentality, grit, grind, no glamour. You know, we brought our lunch pail every single game. We didn't make excuses. There's a reason why we played like that, because that's who you are. So truth of the matter is, you guys inspired us. And I want y'all to know. And lastly, before I go, I know I've played on a lot of teams, for a lot of organizations. I've been all over. I, Chauncey Billups, make no doubt about it, will always and forever be a Detroit Piston.
Now it's time to raise that number 1 to the rafters. Let's get Piper and the girls. And get on over to the man. We want to raise it up to join the rest of the best to ever play for the Detroit Pistons. Beautiful shot right there. Chauncey and his family getting ready to raise the banner. Up next to the championship banner.